by Transport Canada, we wish to advise you that firefighting equipment is provided on all decks and locations shown on the plans posted in the main deck accommodation. Lifeboats and other life-saving appliances are located on the boat deck and, if required, will be lowered by the crew to the water for boarding from the main deck. Life jackets for both adults and children are stored in clearly marked boxes, and instructions for their use are shown on both passenger decks. To don your life jacket, put it over your head and tie the clips tightly at the neck and around your waist. While on board the Moyie, please ensure that there is no running and no sitting or climbing on the ship's side rails. Furthermore, please note that smoking is not allowed aboard the Moyie at any time. In the event of any emergency, please follow the directions of the uniformed crew. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy your visit to Heritage Park.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Moyie. On trips 4, 7 and 9, we like to do a running commentary of places around the reservoir and the history of the ship. I will start with some boat terminologies. The front of the ship is referred to as the bow, and the back of the ship is referred to as the aft or stern. If you're looking towards the bow, your left side is the port side, and your right side is the starboard side. The deck you entered from is called the main deck. It has an indoor seating area, a crew's mess, and washrooms. The deck above it is the promenade deck, or prom for short. It has most of our seating and has a great view. The deck above it is the boat deck. This is where the wheelhouse is, which is where the captain pilots the ship. It also has our 3 emergency life rafts and 2 lifeboats that can be seen from the outside. The boat deck is not available for public access due to a lack of safety railings and other safety reasons. Now, if you look on our left or port side, you will see a large black building. That building is Innovation Crossing. It contains immersive and interactive displays about energy usage of the past, present, and future. It boasts artifacts from pre-colonization to settlers' time to modern day, and is about the history of industry and oil in Alberta. Next to Innovation Crossing, you will see a blue windmill. This is the Bruderhelm windmill. It was constructed from 1920 to 1924 by Wilhelm Allen in Bruderhelm, Alberta, which is about 50 kilometers north of Edmonton. Before the arrival of the railroad, Alberta farmers had difficulty obtaining flour. Windmills allowed farmers to grind their own, and this mill mainly processed brine. A windmill like this would cost around $110 in 1913, which is around $2,500 today due to inflation. A fun fact about this windmill is it was constructed entirely without pegs. Instead, all the connections are made with wooden pegs. The Debenham Group of Charitable Donations gifted Heritage Park the original structure, along with $35,000 for its restoration. If you look on our right or starboard side, you will see a white floating structure. This is the judges' podium for the sailing regattas. A regatta is a boat race. On our left or port side, you will see the public boat launch. This is where people can launch kayaks, canoes, sailboats, and any other non-motor vessels. The only powered vessels permitted on the reservoir are boat patrol, emergency services, and of course, the Moyie. This is because the Glenmore Reservoir, which is fed by the Elbow River, provides clean drinking water to the majority of the city. This is also why swimming is not allowed, to avoid cross-contamination. Because we sail on the reservoir, the Moyie has to be very environmentally conscious. For example, the hydraulic fluid that moves the stern wheel is environmentally friendly and will not affect the ecosystem if it leaks. Instead, it will decompose into non-toxic elements that the water treatment plants can remove. On our right or starboard side, you will see a water wheel. museum during the summer. Next to the water wheel, you will see the coal mine. Newly renovated this exhibit boasts a tunnel 110 feet long with simulated coal and dynamite. Coal mining was a very dangerous career with risks such as explosions, fire, floods, collapses, and toxic gases. The average life expectancy of a coal miner was around 42 years old. And in 1908, the minimum age of workers was 12. Before that, it was not uncommon for miners to be as young as 8 years old. Coal miners were paid by how much coal was dug, and those mines had canaries. These canaries would sing unless they were unable to breathe. This is how the miners detected toxic gas and knew to leave. Also on our right or starboard side,